Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I'm super excited. I just got an EV car, and I am here today to talk to you guys about the comparison of the two and eventually which one would be better for gig work. So we'll go ahead and start with gas cars. I was driving a 2007 Chevy Cobalt, older car, so I was paying $100 a month in oil changes. So for anyone who has newer cars and you're going, what is it, 5 or 10,000 miles, you'd probably get one every 2 months. So you were spending $100. Not a problem. Also, tires can range anywhere from $500 to $700 what I was spending before. I'm roughly spending about the same with an EV car, probably about $400 to $500. So not a big difference there. But here's where one difference happens that's amazing. In a gas car, I'm spending $420 a month in gas every month. Now that I'm on an electric car, I spend $20 a month added to my electric bill. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. Also, in a gas car, you have your maintenance, like your fluids, your belts, your spark plugs, and your wires. And that's going to run you about, at the minimum, $200. And that's really your diagnostic fee. So, and you can't really get much done to your car for less than $200 anyways, unless it is an oil change. So you have the wires, you have spark plugs, you have the radiator, you have the oil changes, you have all those things, power steering, brake fluid in your gas cars. Now, I'd like to talk about the EV car. I have a 2023 Chevy Bolt EV, just got it, had it for 1 week. So I did talk to a buddy who is helping me remodel the basement. If you check my channel out on my post, you'll see that. And he had a Bolt, a 2020, for 5 years. And on his electricity, it added 20, maybe $25 a month in his electric bill. And he had very little maintenance. He said he had opened up his trunk his hood 3 times in 5 years. So that's the other thing with an EV. You have less frequent maintenance, which is awesome. The app called the Chevy My Chevrolet, and it self-diagnoses itself. So that saves me $100 to $150 taking it to a place to get it diagnosed. So my app is always telling me if there's going to be if there is something wrong, but if I have any maintenance coming up. Like I just got the car, but at the 22,500, which is in about 700 miles, I have to get the cabin air filter changed and rotate the tires. Shouldn't be too much. I can do the cabin air filter between me and my wife, rotate the tires. Probably gonna take it to do that, but not bad. And as far as the charging goes, you have one or two things what you can do with the EV. You can either charge in public and like get a membership to like Electrify America or something like that, or like you can use a little bit here and there, like restaurants or grocery stores or stuff like that. What I did was, again, spend a little bit of money to save some at the end. We had the electric company come in and upgrade our wiring to 200 and also put a plug in the charger so I could actually go on Amazon and I bought a charger. I think it cost about $300 and it came mounted it to the front of my house. So I have a charger at home, so I don't have to worry about that. That's the most efficient and best thing. But they also give you a charger when you buy a car that you can plug in your house. So you don't always have to go that route. That only helps keep, like the level, they're called level one chargers, and they tend to take about a year and a half off your battery life. You can save yourself the battery life if you have the charger installed, like the plug installed on the outside of your house. That's what I did. Also, the misconception, I mean, I guess if you buy Teslas and everything, they're pretty expensive, but there are some cost efficient vehicles that don't cost as much as you think. I got the Chevy Bolt EV. The sticker price was $20,500. We had $3,500 that we were putting down on it. Plus, we went through Carvana. $4,000 came off of that right up front for the EV tax credit. So basically, we had $7,500 come off right off the bat. So we truly only financed the car for 14,000, I think 200. And After all that was said and done, my car payment is $271 a month. And $20 added to the electricity takes me to 291. And then the insurance, which I know everyone's wondering, how is the insurance? It only costs me $100 a month in insurance for that. So that's a grand total of $391. Now, if you compare that to the $420 I was paying in gas, they basically cancel each other out. And I basically am paying for this car to run the whole thing for gas money that I was using in my gas car. Now, I think for gig work, this absolutely is the most efficient thing because this week I made $1,124 and I got to keep all that gas money. That would have been $110 that went in gas, didn't have to go there. That gas now went into a savings account. So that's $110 a week that we're putting in a savings just in case things happen to my wife's car, who she does have a gas car. My car, which if any maintenance does come up, like the tire rotation and the cabin air filter, that will take care of that. So that's exactly what I wanted when I got this electric car was to save money. I spent money up front, but I am going to save so much money on the back end that this car theoretically should pay itself off before I actually have it physically paid off. So I have a series coming out with along with my gig work that is going to show how much money I'm making, saving, and really break down the whole gig work, electric car, and if it's worth it. So like, subscribe. If you have any questions about electric cars, please leave a comment below. Subscribe, tell other people about it. Let's go.